first play of the game for Mississippi State. And, we're bringing, as you see, I don't know if you can see my cursor, but we're bringing C.J. Dupree in motion. He's going to line up roughly about right here. Of course, you see how they'll line up on defense. Pretty much everybody's got a man. So we're going to move forward with it. You see him come in motion. I want to show you. Watch Dupree. He pushes his guy, and I think the key right here, I'm going to slow it down just a hair. You talk about a monster and J.C. Latham, how he took his guy and just bullied him all the way down the ground right there.
He moved him to a different county.
He did. And the other thing I want to make note right here, Dalcourt gets a lot of bad rap, but understandably so. He's out of everybody on the offensive line. I feel like he's just not the more aggressive player at this point. But you see here, he chips, and then he moves into the second level and picks up a big block right there.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, I've seen a tremendous amount of improvement this season for Darren Dalcourt.
I have too.
I would say he's always been a good player at the point of attack, but being able to reach the second level is something that he has struggled with, throughout his entire career at Alabama. But I feel like he's improved this year, and I'll be honest with you, I think right now the weak link of the offensive line has been Seth McLaughlin, not just because of the bad snaps, but according to Pro Football Focus, he's got the lowest grade of an Alabama offensive lineman, both as a run blocker and a pass blocker this season. So he's going to have his hands full this week against Texas A&M, and I'm sure it kind of ties in great with what we're going to be looking at for keys to the game, Jake, because it starts with these guys that you're highlighting right now for Alabama.
Yeah, absolutely. I got one more I want to bring up here. This, I'm not exactly sure when this play happened, but this is one of the scrambles that Miller had. I'm going to let it play out. Just full. It's just a 5-second clip, but you see, I want to make note on a couple of things here. Caden Proctor is another one who you've seen the vast improvement he has shown.
He's blocking the man, blocking down, sees the stunt.
He sees the stunt coming and immediately pulls off of him.
Great footwork.
And picks it up perfectly. The other thing I want to make note of, look at big old Tyler Booker out there. He's got his guy off of the ground and just bullying him, takes him down to the ground. So I feel like that bully ball, that is exactly how we're going to have to attack A&M on their defensive front. We're going to have to bully them, and because their defensive front is really, really good. But if we get that nasty aggression that we saw against Mississippi State, we have Caden Proctor each and every week getting better. Everything's lining up for this offensive line, and I'm starting to see what I thought this offensive line could be coming up in the season. It's getting there. Just give it time, Bama fans.
Yeah, no doubt. They played the best game of the year against Mississippi State last week, and Ronnie hits the nail on the head. It's going to be a lot harder to move those A&M defensive linemen this week in College Station, because every one of those guys are dudes. They're 4 or 5-star prospects. They're deep, they're talented, and they're going to be hard to handle for this offensive line. But Alabama's got dudes too. So Tyler Booker, J.C. Latham, they're playing their best football right now. Like I mentioned, Darren Dalcourt just continues to get better. Caden Proctor is starting to show why he was a 5-star prospect, the number 1 offensive tackle. But Seth has got to clean some things up. But I have confidence in Seth because he's been good in the SEC before. So it's not that he can't do it. It's just that he hadn't been doing it lately. So I have confidence in this offensive line. And like I mentioned, our first topic of the night is keys to victory. And Jake, I think it starts and ends with the Alabama's offensive line.